what are the biggest pitfalls that you're seeing in the modern dating world, whatever you want to call it? Like what big mistakes are taking place right now that are making it difficult to have an authentic relationship that's not one of recreation or one of use or any of those things? What are you seeing a lot of?
Yeah, I mean, I think I already referred to it, and it's just the impulsiveness of the culture, and when we don't reflect, like fundamentally, what we are as human beings is we're reflective human. Animals don't reflect.
Right.
They're impulsive.
Sure.
They're reactive. They follow instincts. Right. Now we have some of that in us as well. We know that, but what makes us distinct from the animal world is our rationality. And this is what's in crisis. We're not spending time pondering, the whole idea of just good music or, beauty or, good music or like getting into the mountains in North Georgia or wherever. Like exposing yourself to truth, goodness, and beauty awakens in you depth, awakens in you a yearning, a desire for more, transcendence, whatever you want to call it. You don't have to put religious terms around it. It's a very fundamentally human reality. And that has been in crisis.
Right.
Because what we have is, in fact, the animal behavior dominating the human behavior. So the calling of the dating book is really just to call people back to fundamentally what their purpose is. They're meant to be reflective.
But what does that look like practically? Johnny and Susan, let's say, are dating, right? Johnny and Susie love each other, right? Did you have something on that?
Yeah, well, I think it brings it back to a previous podcast we had where you mentioned how you originally didn't like coffee, but slowly getting into it and learning about it, you kind of developed this sense of, and you started liking it. It's the same thing, going back to Father's point is, if you're impulsive about something, you just go for what feels good or what tastes good. But if you really reflect upon something and learn about it, you start kind of like polishing up and improving your taste upon something, whether it's music or people. So you might start off listening to kind of like the modern day pop music or something like that. But when you become a guitar player, for example, and you start learning the ins and outs of the guitar, you might end up listening to some like instrumental flamenco or like something else, depending on how you're growing with that relationship. And it's the same thing with a human being, right? Like you have to go beyond, and it's hard to think clearly when all you're doing is doing the things that feel good, right? Because then that's all you're focused on. But if you wait for that, you have more of a clear vision of how to learn or experience that person.
All right, y'all. Thank you so much for watching this clip. If you enjoyed what you're seeing here, make sure you go and watch the whole video. Down below, make sure you like and subscribe and share it with anybody else who you think might be interested.